bro. Like I think it's both sides. I don't think it's just men. Like I think this is gonna sound terrible, and I'm probably gonna get destroyed in the chat for it. I just think women are more resilient than men when it comes to that kind of thing. I think that they are willing to overlook certain things and see if it works out. They do a lot of hoping.
Mm.
I
We
hope.
are extremely logical, and we'll be like when we get to that hopeless phase, we will go our own way. We will go overseas. We will look for other options. I just don't I think the women feel as hopeless sometimes as in these spaces as the guys do.
I think it's more for the women. Like, for a woman to say, I'd rather be alone than to deal with some of the stuff that she's anticipating dealing with. I think that's far more hopeless. Not even I'm willing to relocate or try somewhere over here. Or women are literally saying, nope, I'm just gonna I've been told I'm gonna die alone for years. I'm gonna face the fact that I'm just gonna, pony up and do it. Like, I think that's a whole different level of despair. I think the men are more resilient. I think men are
Mhm.
designed to be more resilient to begin with, where they're willing to try elsewhere, where they're willing to move, where they're willing to relocate, even trying with different communities,
That's fair.
right?
That's
I
fair.
think I think men are far more resilient when it comes to like despair in relationships.
That's a fair point.
Mm. It's all hopeless, man. Shit, fuck it.
Well, you know what's not hopeless this time. This has been an awesome.
You're not gonna push it till 2 and let some folks cam up if they want.
Oh my gosh.
Patriarchy
It's, o-
trying to come up.
If somebody
it's
says they
only
want to cam
it's
up, they can
only
put their
20
hand
more
in the chat.
minutes.
They can put their hand in the chat if they want to.
Patriarchy
You want
already said it. You just gotta drop the link.
you want to do me to drop the link?
You can.
Link is dropped.
Mm.
Wake us up. My ass slowly sitting here.
Hey, I'm fading, bro.
My
Ain't no point in lying.
Oh, it
Let me
says
ask you a question. Do you think that okay, so I don't believe in bashing people, but do
Mhm.
you think that not so let's just say a father is legit not in a child's life. I mean the mom is not trying to keep the dad away, he legit is not. Do you think it's a bad thing for the parent to tell the kid, like not bash the dad, but like say, hey, this is not how it's supposed to go? Um and speak about it.
What my mom used to tell me is you will find like my mom would never bash my dad. Not ever. She would always tell me you'll find out when you get older. So and you guys have been privy to a little bit of the conversation I've had with my dad. So yeah, the conversation happens and it is what it is. In
You
in
said
in the scenario you painted, because I've also heard friends' parents that have just completely obliterated their dad in front of all of us, right? So
you
my
saying
scenario,
like
my mom didn't do that.
you saying like she trying to correct it, so she just making sure the kids don't understand that that's not acceptable. Is that what you
Right.
saying?
So that maybe when they, because kids learn by what they see or what they, So kind of like if you were in any other situation and something bad with it, you always correct the behavior and say, hey, just so that that cycle won't be continued.
I think you could do that without referencing the
Right, without bashing.
without bashing. I think you can do that without bashing.
Hi. I can't see. Can
Money
somebody
What's
marriage.
going on? Money, marriage, and
Oh,
You know
money
media.
what?
marriage.
I will say to that bashing the parent thing is that you
No,
can't
no
do it.
bashing, not
I'm sorry.
bashing,
I'm
just
sorry.
correcting.
You shouldn't do it because especially well, damn. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't heard too much. I'm sure a father has done it, but naturally we know moms have custody, so we'll hear more stories about moms doing that. But the
Mhm.
reason they shouldn't do it is because I saw a post the other day that said you do realize your children will grow up and literally learn to discredit everything you said. They will just become
That's why I said. That's why I
yeah.
specified if it's the truth, not people who are lying, but it's a true situation where you're not doing what and so you
You
kind of
know
like
what?
educate the kid.
I would see. I've seen it firsthand that you don't you don't in fact no, because you got to realize your children are growing, and anything any way you try to paint the picture is still going to be a disappointment to them. Like, oh, your father's doing this, your father's doing that, because all they're going to ask is why. They won't understand the arrangement that you have, and I think that actually with some moms might end up hurting them, because if the father left her, I've seen it where some kids blame the mom for not doing a better job of keeping the dad.
So, but even at a certain age, like maybe, and the reason why I'm asking is because I'm thinking maybe a conversation would stop the generational curses from continuing to take place. So what I'm saying is like, hey, when they're old enough, like is it 16, 17, look, this is not, I know they give you an example of what a
Oh
father
yeah.
looks like in a household, but this is not it. So this is usually what happens. These are the great examples. And when you have your kids, this is what you want to do. And these are the reasons why, because your kids, they grow up to be this, this, and this. And it's just healthier for your kids. And you want to do it the right way, blah, 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 blah.
I'll be honest. I think if you're a single parent, try to do your best. You can do that spiel. Try to do your best to surround them with other married people, because children are weird. They don't internalize things a lot from people who don't have those same results. So I would say, if you really, my wife, her mom and dad weren't together. So the people that she attributes her desire to marry and her love of marriage was her uncle and aunt and her grandparents. So she literally said, I just wanted to go over there. I just love being around them. And, her mom was cool with that. Like, okay, well, let them show you what it's like to live in that life, because, they can actually show you. She can actually have those questions answered.
So I had a question around that, right? Because I think providing examples is a beautiful solution, but how do you handle the despair is not the right word, but that unworthiness of having it with your own household, right? Like, how do you balance that of like other people get to have it, but you didn't get it? Like, what do those conversations look like?
Oh shit, you were talking to me? No, I was reading. Patriarchy said he's been blocked, so I was trying to like find how to unblock.
Is he blocked for real?
Well, no, somebody came up on my show once and flashed something with his name on it. That's probably why.